Assalamu alaikum. Suleiman Rahim here. Welcome. Listen, brothers and sisters, to this short clip. This gives you an idea of, you should know by now, how these people think. They are totally sick. Just listen to what he's getting ready to say. I'm going to sum it up a little bit up front. He's saying, basically, no, I'm going to let you say it, hear it, and then I'm going to comment. Because these people are just totally sick.
Harris, who's a good friend of mine, I served on the Judiciary Committee with her, knows that. And if I have 10 seconds, I'll say this while I have a chance to say this to my friend, Vice President Harris. Americans, Black lives have mattered to Americans for a long time. And Madam Vice President, you need to give the American people some credit for the racial progress we've made in this country. What you're saying about this country in many respects is hurting us.
Wow. Well, that's some.
Okay. Did you get that? Black Lives Matter have been Black lives have mattered in this country for a long time. Yeah. It mattered even during, when it has in the fields. Because you needed niggas to do the work. So I mean, hey, their lives matter, just like your dog or your horse, right? As long as they're working for you, their lives matter. See? You paid for us, so we wanted to work, so our lives mattered for a long time. As long as we're working for you, picking that cotton for you, you see, they're sick. And then he says, well, America needs to be given credit, right? Because we're making progress. Are you serious? Because they've made progress? So in other words, I've been raping you 24/7, see, but I'm not going to rape you 24/7 anymore. I'm just going to rape you on the weekends. So you ought to be happy that we're making progress. I'm getting better. You see, you just unpack this. Well, first he's admitted that they wasn't no good to begin with, because why you gotta make progress if you was good to begin with? If America was good, why you gotta make progress on doing good? See, in other words, why is they treating us better? That's making progress. That means you was treating it bad to begin with. That means you wasn't no good to begin with. These people are sick, and he says stuff, and I mean, do they really mean listen to what they're saying? I mean, they think that's good because we making progress on racial matters. Well, if you was good, you wouldn't have to make progress, would you? You'd been good to begin with. But you can make progress, that means you was evil to begin with. You understand? If you make progress, that means you're receding from where you was. That means if you're making progress, that means you still haven't got there yet. See, if you're making progress means it's the act of getting to a situation from one A to B, making progress. That means you haven't got to B yet. If you're making progress, but when you get to there's no progress. You're not making progress. In other words, you got there. It's like a destination. If you're traveling, that means you haven't got there yet. So progress is like traveling from A to B. So even just unpack this whole thing. So we made progress. But we still got other times say, well, we're not perfect, but we can get in there. Well, that means you're devils. See, and he said, well, we're not as bad as we used to be. That's what he said. We're not as bad as we used to be. That means you're still bad. See, are we making progress? We ain't as bad as we used to be. See, yeah, but that's from your point of view. What about our point of view? Oh, Master ain't with me as much as he used to with me. I should feel better because he ain't with me as much as he used to with me. He's still being whipped. So ask a slave about that. Is that progress? Hell, there ain't no progress, man. Stop whipping me. See, but I'm good, Master, because I don't whip as much as I used to be. I don't beat my slaves as much as I used to. See, I don't beat them as much as you beat them. See, that's how they think about us. That's where you talk about animals and dogs and cats and rats. You're making progress on how you treat them. That's not how you talk about humans. That's how you talk about your family. You understand? In his mind, we still are animals. And he's doing us a favor, you understand, by getting better. See? Because he ain't saying this stuff, stop. No, no, we making progress. So how long we gotta wait for your progress? 1,000 years? 10,000 years? How long we gotta wait for you to start treating us human? See? So like I said, you got a destination. I'm still traveling. Well, how long is it gonna take you? First thing you want, how long it take you to get here? What's your ETA? You see? How fast you going? See? Because if you're going from Florida to New York, right? It's a matter of how fast you're going, right? If you're going 1 foot a mile, I mean, a mile, if you're going a mile an hour, it's going to take you a long time. What if you're going a foot an hour? What if you're going an inch an hour? But you're making progress, aren't you? You're really making progress, aren't you? If you're making 1 inch every hour towards New York, well, you're making progress. How long is it going to take you to get there? So why we gotta wait for you to make progress? See, we're supposed to be patient while they get around to treating us okay. Do you understand that, brothers and sisters? This is a center. And see how they all acknowledge when he said that, how they all acknowledge it? You see, let's look at this one more time. These people are sick. They are sick. They are sick.
And Madam Vice President,
They are sick.
you need to give the American people some credit for the racial progress we've made in this country. What you're saying about this country in many respects is hurting us.
Wow. Well, at some point, perhaps you could deliver that message to her face to face as opposed to just electronically. But, sir, thank you for your time today.
See their reaction? And her statements, which she ain't black either, her statements about what have been treating us, well, that's hurting the country. No, what's hurting the country is the shit you've been doing. That's not what she's saying. In other words, if you talk history and tell you history, you're the ones you hurt the country. Or, well, critical race theory is hurting the country. No, that's you hurt the country. You're the ones that's evil. You're the ones that did all that stuff, but now you're saying that's hurting the country? That's your history. That's your history. These people are sick. They're all sick. They're all shit. And now they're trying to cover up with perfume. They're trying to cover Jefferson and Washington and all the history and this Constitution. They're trying to cover up perfume now. They're trying to put perfume on it, cologne. See? Because they don't want you to tell it like it is. They don't want you to smell it like it is. They don't want you to smell like it is. That's what critical race theory, they tell it like it is. They tell on themselves. They don't want you to tell it like that. They want to put perfume on it. See? The fact is, Jefferson and Washington were rapists, all of them. They was pedophiles. They was sick. They was sadists. They was living off other people's labor, raping women and toddlers, and living off other people's labor. And they thought of you as, and you got niggas like, oh man, yeah, Jefferson like a Colin Powell. But Jefferson was my favorite president. Really? See? And Obama, he wasn't even here, but yeah, he admired him. You see, these people are sick. And this is what you get through the airways all the time. And people are buying it. They're buying it. See? Because most of them are demons anyway. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear good things about their masters, their daddies, their slave master daddies. People are sick. I'm gonna play this one more time. I gotta play this one more time. Then I'm cut it. Boy, these people are sick. Oh.
Progress we've made in this country. Americans, black lives have mattered to Americans for a long time. And Madam Vice President, you need to give the American people some credit for the racial progress we've made in this country. What you're saying about this country in many respects is hurting us.
Wow. Well,
okay, there you have it, brothers and sisters. He feels sick. And that stuff just go past most of us because, oh, well, we making progress. You and niggas saying that. We making progress. See? Well, if someone was whooping their ass and they wasn't whooping his ass as much as they was, well, they wouldn't say it was progress. They wouldn't say that. See, when it happens to them, they get a whole different opinion. See, they talk all this crap. This church, we can forgive them, all that kind of stuff. But as soon as one of their children get killed, all of a sudden they got a whole different story. But they keep running that stuff down you. Because that's what the preachers, like I was just showing someone today, right? They say, oh, well, you got to love your enemies. See, and be nice to them. They're all this stuff to you. But they don't see the verse where it says, by doing that, you heap the coals upon their head. Jesus said, I would be in love for them. Because he said, vengeance is mine. He knew we wouldn't have weapons. Vengeance is mine. So who's going to get vengeance? Why is he getting vengeance? He says he's not coming back to bring peace. He comes to bring division. He said, vengeance is mine. So he's going, why is he taking vengeance? Vengeance on who? Who's need to be avenged? Who was harmed? Who was killed, sacrificed, and raped, and murdered, and butt raped and everything else for 40 years? Better get together, brothers and sisters. If you want to love devils, fine. Love for yourself. But when you go through tribulation because you left behind, you didn't pay attention, you want to love them after that. Because when the beast mask is pulled off, when the beast pulls his mask off, see, and it's fully exposed, like the Quran said, when hell exposed clear to view, you will have a different opinion then. See, but will it profit you? All right, so I'm